Welcome to our channel. Is It All Just a Staged Act? By Meghan Markle. We are expected to believe that. She once said she was on the front lines when she was part of the British royal family. But in reality, she lived in a castle holding the title of princess. Her life was not as hard or harsh as she claimed. Sometimes in life we meet people who only appear for a season, a certain phase, not meant to stay forever. There are relationships that seem like they will last a lifetime, but in reality they are only temporary. Tyler Perry, who once was a savior for Harry and Meghan, has now released shocking recordings that have rocked Hollywood and Buckingham Palace. The secrets revealed have stunned many because of the deliberate calculations behind how they crafted their image. Just a few hours later, Prince Harry hurriedly boarded a plane back to England in a state of panic. Do you believe these shocking revelations? If yes, leave a 1 below. If not, comment 0 to let us know. Don't forget to watch the entire video and hit subscribe to support the channel so you won't miss the latest hot news and insightful perspectives coming up. Tyler Perry was once seen as the golden ticket that helped Harry and Meghan escape the constraints of royal life amid a media storm and intense security pressure. It wasn't Buckingham Palace nor Prince Charles William or any well-meaning friends who came to their aid. It was Tyler Perry, a Hollywood mogul and billionaire with a fortress-like mansion and security detail on par with Secret Service, who appeared like a real-life guardian angel. Meghan Markle once revealed that Tyler personally invited her to stay at his Beverly Hills home. At that time, both she and Harry were going through an incredibly difficult period. What touched people the most was the powerful love that Harry and Meghan shared, overcoming every obstacle to find each other amid life's many storms. Tyler Perry's mansion wasn't just a safe haven, it became the Sussex sanctuary, a place far from prying lenses, the media frenzy, and royal staff. It was here that Harry, Meghan, and baby Archie began to rebuild their lives and craft a new image after stepping away from royal duties. Tyler didn't just offer them a place to stay. He gave them his reputation, unwavering support, and loyal friendship. Meghan was so grateful that she gave Tyler Perry the honorary title of godfather to their daughter Lilibet, a symbol almost sacred within the royal family. This was not just a simple thank you, but a lasting gesture of deep appreciation. Following that came a Hollywood-style image makeover, not through movie magic, but with an extremely sophisticated and costly media strategy. Harry and Meghan did not randomly step into their post-royal story. They built it with careful preparation, and Tyler Perry was the companion who didn't anticipate the prominent role he would play. He was a sincere friend, quietly supporting them without any showmanship. Moreover, Tyler frequently engages in charity work, helps the community, and even publicly received the vaccine to demonstrate its safety. The scenes filmed by Netflix were meticulously staged with soft lighting and emotional music designed to portray Tyler Perry as the savior who helped Harry and Meghan escape the pressures of royal life. However, behind these carefully planned moments were multiple takes, with Meghan practicing grateful expressions in front of the mirror and Harry rehearsing how to convey loneliness and the feeling of being abandoned by his own family. This PR tactic successfully created a clear contrast. While Prince Charles and William were portrayed as cold and rigid, Tyler Perry appeared warm, generous, and unconditionally supportive. This transformed Harry and Meghan's departure from the royal family into a new beginning rather than a painful loss. However, When actor Derek Dixon's $260 million lawsuit erupted, Tyler Perry's image quickly took a sharp hit. The allegations revealed a toxic work environment abuse of power and ruined careers, causing his reputation to collapse in just 24 hours. Meghan's response to the lawsuit was also swift and resolute. Photos of Tyler at their daughter's baptism disappeared from Instagram, and posts mentioning Uncle Tyler were removed or hidden. Official statements about his role as godfather were also erased from press releases and official records. This was done systematically, thoroughly, and without mercy. However, social media never forgets, and keen royal followers quickly captured this disappearance with screenshots and comparisons of posts before and after. The hashtag #WhereIsTyler quickly became a trending topic as many realized they were witnessing a clear case of recent historical revision. What's most striking is the speed of events, not a gradual process, but a complete and rapid cutoff. This decisive action could only stem from panic and careful calculation aimed at self-protection. Tyler Perry didn't become a billionaire by making careless deals. In the residency contract that Harry and Meghan signed with Tyler Perry, there was a special clause that many might overlook, but Perry's lawyers had carefully drafted it for situations like this. The clause allows the non-breaching party by law to disclose necessary information to protect their reputation if the other party publicly cuts ties. In other words, if Meghan publicly erases all evidence of her relationship with Tyler, he fully has the legal right to tell his side of the story. This is not just vague hints or cryptic social media posts. It is a comprehensive revelation backed by full evidence recordings and behind-the-scenes footage that make their Netflix documentary look amateurish. Harry has been documenting everything from day one, not out of personal grudges, but because this is how smart entrepreneurs protect themselves in Hollywood. Meghan Markle. Truth, please meet Meghan Markle. I think the two don't really know each other. In fact, I fear they are complete strangers. The conversations Harry recorded during those crucial months are a treasure trove for anyone wanting to understand how Harry and Meghan truly operate. Late-night strategy meetings about media appearances, arguments over what should be revealed in interviews, discussions on how to maximize the victim narrative without appearing calculated. Tyler Perry was present in all those situations, not just as a mere observer, but as the host who created a safe space for them to let down all their defenses. Insider sources reveal that he was not only angry, but strategically furious. This wasn't an emotional retaliation. It was a high-level business war. Tyler Perry has spent his life building his empire by outsmarting everyone in the room, and he will not let two former royals destroy his reputation without consequences. The leaked recordings are not an accident or a security breach. They are a carefully calculated warning to let Harry and Meghan know exactly what he holds. The recordings of Meghan discussing the selective cultivation of sympathy and Harry complaining about Netflix's content preferences are just the opening act before the main revelations are released. Industry insiders reveal that Perry possesses over 17 hours of recorded conversations, annotated transcripts, and extensive behind-the-scenes footage that could completely dismantle their post-royal narrative. He is not rushing to release all the information at once because he understands the power of strategic timing. Each revelation will be used to create maximum impact, building the argument that Harry and Meghan are master manipulators who exploited his kindness as a stepping stone for their Hollywood ambitions. The most painful part is that Perry possesses footage of private moments they believed were never recorded. Their reputation is at an all-time low. If any of these recordings leak, it would be a death sentence for Harry and Meghan's credibility. However, the real crisis isn't just about public image, it's also about money, and the numbers are truly brutal. Harry and Meghan's financial empire is collapsing even faster than their reputation. The highly publicized Netflix deal, touted as worth $100 million, is actually just under $20 million, and the contract will expire this year. The chances of renewing their contract are increasingly slim as their content fails to meet viewership expectations. Netflix has issued an ultimatum: they must produce more content to receive the remaining $60 million. Their production company, Archewell Productions, is suffering heavy losses with projects like Invictus and Polo unable to attract a sufficient audience. Industry insiders reveal that streaming platforms are shifting toward first-look deals instead of exclusive contracts, meaning if their contract is renewed, their income could be drastically reduced or might not be renewed at all. Their annual living expenses are enormous. Their $14 to $65 million Montecito mansion comes with property taxes of up to $288,000 per year, and security costs alone have reached $2 million. Not to mention employee salaries and the costs of maintaining a luxurious lifestyle befitting their Hollywood image. They are spending more than they earn. I've heard they are facing serious financial problems and have had to dip into their savings, and the truth is, Harry doesn't have as much money as many people think. The clearest sign of their financial struggles is the significant staff layoffs since 2020. They have lost or laid off up to 25 staff members, including key personnel like communications specialists Charlie Gibson and Kyle Boya. This is not a streamlining strategy, but a financial crisis management move. A royal insider likened the situation: they replace staff faster than people use toilet paper. Even milk lasts longer than their employees. This pattern of chaos shows they no longer have the capacity to maintain professional relationships or the infrastructure to support their brand. Do you think this situation will continue to worsen, or will it soon improve? If you agree that they are in a serious crisis, leave the number 2 in the comments. If you believe they can still recover, comment number 5. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming insightful videos. Thanks for watching. With potential revelations from Tyler Perry and their finances steadily depleting, Harry and Meghan are facing a perfect storm that could destroy both their reputation and their ability to sustain their current lifestyle. The fairy tale now officially comes to an end. What's even more striking about Meghan's character is her reaction to criticism over the Netflix lifestyle series With Love, Meghan. When faced with backlash from using expensive Le Creuset cookware to accusations of lacking cooking skills, Meghan reportedly responded with bewilderment, saying, "This is 2025 stuff, you know." This reaction reveals someone who constantly seeks praise but disappears as soon as accountability is demanded. Meghan's approach to handling public scrutiny is clearly reflected in this attitude. She wants all the benefits of fame, lucrative contracts, platforms, and social influence, yet is shocked when questioned about her abilities or choices. This mindset treats criticism as outdated rather than recognizing it as a natural consequence of placing oneself in the public spotlight. Many surveys show that Meghan's image is plummeting terribly, with the numbers being really bad. A survey by unveils in May 2025 revealed that only 20% of British people still hold a positive view of Meghan, while 65% express negative opinions. This is the lowest level since the survey began in 2017, proving that her reputation has been free-falling for many years. The reason Meghan is under pressure is because she tends to betray close friends as soon as she faces difficulties. Do you remember even worse is the situation in the U.S., her homeland, where she should have received more sympathy? Nearly half of Americans, 46%, now hold an unfavorable view of the Duchess. This sharp decline perfectly coincides with her strategic silence and calculated disappearances whenever she has to reveal her true nature. This connection is undeniable when the public expects an authentic response to a crisis. Meghan disappears. When loyalty to friends like Tyler is tested, she also disappears. When her personal projects face legitimate criticism, she does not respond, but only expresses confusion instead of taking it seriously. Meghan's disappearance tactic is causing serious real-life consequences, not just poor survey numbers, but also affecting her career. According to reports, the second season of With Love received terrible feedback during test screenings, causing Netflix to worry, as even loyal fans have lost interest. Her podcast with Lemonada Media has been postponed until 2025, possibly, to avoid overlapping with other projects. However, industry insiders believe the delay reflects growing concerns about the decline in her reputation and the fallout from the scandal involving Perry. When her own projects are delayed due to reputation issues, it means Meghan is in a very serious situation. Multiple sources report that Hollywood investors are pulling out of projects related to her due to concerns about credibility. A producer is said to have withdrawn support for a Netflix film proposal just hours after Perry's comments at the BET Awards were revealed, while another investor bluntly stated, "I don't want to be involved in something that smells that toxic." The most concerning reaction came when Meghan was directly asked about how the public perceives her on the podcast Aspire with Emma Agreed. She responded, "I just want people to tell the truth." This answer shows she completely fails to understand that the problem lies in her own actions, not in how the public perceives her. She truly believes that millions of people in 2 countries have misunderstood her character. Instead of recognizing the repeated behaviors that have created that negative image, this denial collided harshly with financial reality this week as multiple news outlets confirmed that Harry and Meghan have fired their entire external public relations team in a desperate effort to cut costs. Sunshine Sachs, a company based in Sydney with a London branch, was both let go as Archewell hurriedly sought to patch the growing budget gaps. Reports indicate that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have fired numerous staff members, including their PR team, in an effort to save money. To grasp the seriousness of this move, remember that image management has always been Meghan's favorite weapon. She hired top-tier Hollywood crisis management experts even before the Oprah interview was finalized and spent millions of dollars on carefully crafted documentaries, polished podcasts, and Instagram videos. Firing the very people who could build that facade is like a business removing the chandelier from its living room just to pay the electricity bill. The woman who once prided herself on having the best communications team in the royal circle has now lost all of those experts, replaced only by an in-house assistant who according to sources has never handled an international crisis. The current optics are dismal. Sponsors see cost-cutting, investors sense panic, and critics smell a brand bracing for bankruptcy. And the cost of it all is incredibly high. But I have a source who proudly calls herself a member of the Sussex Survivors Club, who revealed that she's still dealing with issues long after leaving her role with Meghan. She described Meghan's treatment of her as nothing short of inhumane. Why the sudden purge, a source close to their accountant, says Harry and Meghan are facing a looming financial cliff that could reach 8 figures. The mortgage on the Montecito mansion isn't waiting around to see whether Netflix will renew their deal. Security contractors, nannies, gardeners, and the private chef all need to be paid on time. The Spotify deal is gone, and Netflix has already signaled that it's unlikely to approve a new contract worth 9 figures. The couple's monthly burn rate has become unsustainable. Letting go of the PR team might save a few $100,000, but it also exposes the core contradiction in Harry and Meghan's business model. Their only marketable product is their ability to control the narrative, their talent for turning personal conflict into content that draws millions of views. But without storytellers, chaos takes over. Who will answer the next round of questions about Tyler Perry's recordings? Who will draft the response when the British press publishes leaked staffing invoices? Meghan reportedly becomes extremely agitated when Harry is not around. But the moment Harry shows up, everything changes. And notably, insiders point out that the mask seemed to slip around the 6-week mark, a timing that now feels suspicious. News of the staff layoffs broke the same week Archewell's latest tax filings revealed that donations had dropped by nearly 30% compared to the previous year. Meanwhile, unrestricted grants cash they can use to pay themselves are falling even faster. In the non-profit world, this is the equivalent of spotting the iceberg. First, the donations freeze. Then the high-profile speaking engagements disappear. And finally, the creditors start asking about collateral. Commentators who once hailed Meghan as a marketing genius now describe her as a rapidly depreciating asset. Streaming executives are whispering that audiences are growing tired. There are only so many slow-motion shots of feeding chickens the public can watch before they move on to the next drama series. Brands that once lined up to have Meghan as their ambassador are now quietly recalculating the balance between reach and risk, worried that one more leaked audio clip could drag their logo into the storm. Inside the Montecito mansion, the work atmosphere is described as dismal. Remaining staff report a climate of distrust with new non-disclosure agreements rolled out alongside revised job descriptions. One insider joked that the only department expanding in the mansion is legal. Meanwhile, Prince Harry is reportedly reaching out to old friends from Invictus to secure paid speaking gigs, a far cry from the days when corporations were eager to throw big money at anything bearing their crest. Cutting the communications team might make the spreadsheets look better in the short term, but it also triggers a ticking time bomb for the future. Every scandal, every leaked phone call, every paparazzi photo of half-finished renovations will now go unaddressed by experienced professionals. And when Tyler Perry decides to drop the next clip, the only voices left to shape a counter-narrative will be the very couple who created the crisis in the first place. And when that moment comes, silence will finish what the scandal began. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Prince Harry, who has burned every bridge to build his Hollywood empire, is now rushing to book a flight back to the UK as if his life depends on it. Tyler Perry's shocking revelations have left Harry and Meghan with nowhere to hide, no allies to call on, and no reputation left to save.